Well, maybe I'm crazy, but I thought I would come out here today and try to make this video. My name is Ron Climer, and I'm with First Real Estate School in Hendersonville. And I am in halfway between Tryon and Saluda on US 176. And the reason I'm here is because there's a waterfall in the background, and you can't see that all year long, but you can see it today. So I thought I'd come out here and shoot this video and tell you how to pass the North Carolina real estate exam the first time. And so if you're looking to pass the real estate exam the first time, I got a few tips for you. And the first one is attend class. You know, I've been teaching real estate forever, and I'm amazed how many people fail my exam, and when I hand them their failing grade, they say, oh, I didn't study hard enough. And I look on the roster and I see they've missed the absolute maximum amount of time that you're allowed to miss. And so get yourself to class. Be there 100% of the time. It costs $164 to fail the North Carolina real estate exam. That's what they charge you to take it the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time. By golly, I want to pass it the first time. Now, the second thing I can recommend is read the book. As silly as that sounds, I have people that go take the state exam, $164 a throw, and they haven't read the book. Read the book. I'm talking about this book, the textbook we have. It's not an easy read, but it's an essential read if you want to pass the exam. Now, the next thing, by the way, when you attend class, take notes in class. Take notes. Write down notes. There's something about writing stuff down. You know, if you can't recite the 7 protected classes of the Fair Housing Act, write them down. There's only 7 of them. Write them down 10 times. You'll be amazed what that does for your memory. Now, the third thing I can recommend is watch my YouTube videos about how to do the math. There is no math on the North Carolina real estate exam that I don't have covered on my math videos. I must have 15 of them up that are just for North Carolina. And so watch those. Now, if you think you're ready for the $164 test, take my $10 test. I have a test I posted at www.ncreexam.com. Now, this test is 100 questions on the national portion and 100 questions on the state portion. And by the way, you have to pass both sections to get a passing grade. If you fail one section, you're down there paying $164 again. So take that. I charge $10 for that. Best money you'll ever spend, I promise. If you make a 50 on my test, you're probably gonna make a 50 on the state exam. You make a 95 on my test, well, you might not make a 95, but you're on the right trail. Here's another suggestion I have. Stay in touch with your classmates. Make passing the exam a group effort. If you'll go to my blog, I have a blog, and I've written an article called Staying in Touch with Your Classmates. And it kind of tells you why you need to stay in touch with your classmates. But study together, get together, watch my YouTube videos together, make study groups, help each other out. And so there's no reason why you wouldn't want to do that, at least none I can think of. Now, another thing I can suggest is make flashcards. And you know, I guess one of these days I'm going to get around to making flashcards, but I never have because, quite frankly, I think making them is half of the learning experience. I think if you will get yourself some 3x5 cards, put the 4 kinds of deeds on one side of the card, the 4 kinds of deeds on the other side, quick claim, general warranty, etc. If you put that on the other side, you can do those while you're sitting waiting somewhere, you're sitting at the red light, or you're hanging around watching TV during the commercials. So whatever you're doing, flashcards are great. Now, another tip I have for you is buy this book. We sell this book for $30. It's on our website at www.firstrealestateschool.com, and it's 1,000 questions. It's everything that's in the textbook condensed. So they've taken out all the chaff and just left the wheat. This is called the Guide to Passing the AMP. That's the people that give the test, real estate exam. So if you don't have this book, get this book. Now, another thing that I have to help you, I sell these CDs. This is a set of 9 CDs that I sell to my students in my class, and they listen to them in the car. It's pretty much the whole class. Now, it's not my material, it's somebody else's material, but it's absolutely fabulous. It's a lot better than rock and roll or country music. I'm sure of that, until you get your license, in which case you can go back to country music and rock and roll. Also, if you haven't read the licensing booklet, that's the booklet entitled Licensing in North Carolina. It tells you exactly what is on the state exam. So you don't need to be spending half your time studying timeshare when there's only one question on the exam from timeshare. And it tells you that on page 16 through 22. By the way, this booklet is available as a free download from the North Carolina Real Estate Commission's website, but it's also in the book, in the textbook, as an appendix. It's Appendix C. Now, by the way, Appendix A is the comments. You've got to read the comments. They're comments about the real estate license law. Any of you guys that pass the national portion of the exam and don't pass the state portion of the exam, you need to read the comments. I would suggest you read the comments before you're in that situation, but if you're in a situation where you have the comments, if you're in a situation where you've already failed the state portion and you're going back to take it again, read the comments in the Appendix A of the textbook for sure. And so be sure and do that. And also go back and take my test before you go do that the second time as well. And anyway, I'm Ron Climer. I'm out here in beautiful Western North Carolina, and what a gorgeous place Western North Carolina is. And by the way, any of you guys that have a motorcycle, if you've never been from Tryon to Saluda on the steepest grade in the eastern United States, check it out, folks. It is a cool, cool road. It's a cool road. I drive it every day in a car, but it's a lot more fun on a motorcycle. If I can help you, I'm Ron Climer. I'm here to help you pass the real estate exam. That's what we're about. Give me a call, give me a text, give me an email. I'm here to help you. Thanks.